All right, JESKAI Ctrl. Let's do it. Epic JESKAI. The list I hit mythic with last season. I haven't played it since because I don't think I've played it since. I might have. I tried traditional JESKAI, but honestly I didn't like it because the thing that makes JESKAI good is Magma Opus combo. Fan actually looks pretty decent. I got a brainstorm I can use early because I have a fetch. So if, you know, these cards don't particularly seem to line up well, go ahead and do that. I'm going to start with Hollow Fountain tapped, hold a memory lapse, yada yada. Of course, if this is an aggro deck, I would like to get the mountain for the Helix, but that brainstorm kind of sucks. I need to get cool sleeves instead of these generic ones. Oh well. And aggro. Cool. Well, I will probably cast the brainstorm just so I can get the shuffle. That is definitely getting hit with a Scorching Dragonfire. Okay, what don't I want? I don't need this. And this could be useful. But I like all of this stuff more. So I'm going to put these lands back. Get my mountain. I can't hold up both things, so play that tap and just pass back. Well, I'm gonna hit this with the Scorching Dragonfire because it exiles. I will take the hit because I have 6 life in hand. This way I can counter that big demon if he plays it. The Rakdos one that gets discounted when you deal damage or whatever. And if not, I just get to permanently answer this. Thoughtseize me. Dick. Well, I don't have to worry about the demon. So, he more than likely takes Teferi. But I have a lot of 2-mana interaction. So I kind of don't care if he takes Teferi. I have 4 of them in the deck, so it's fine. Oh, fuck. God, I hate discard spells. Shove your discard spells up your ass. God damn. The reason I did that is because I don't have another mountain in the deck, and I want to get more red mana. So I'm killing this. I'll probably hold this in hand because I just need a couple more lands. I'm gonna cycle this now. Opponent probably should have brought that back. Alright, fuck. Just my luck. Draw another land. I'm gonna double fetch because I just need to get as many, like, I need to try to reduce the chances of drawing a horrible top deck here. So I'm gonna double crack. Because with my luck, I'll just draw the next few basics that I have stuck in my deck. So, go ahead and crack them both. Is it optimal? Nah, but it is what it is. I'm thinking about playing the second mountain here. Fuck. The one removal spell that was completely dead. Typical. Remember, I have Mythic's Mastery, Gear Hulks, 3 more of these. I essentially have 10 copies of Magma, 10 copies of Magma Opus. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now, it cost me 8 mana to overload it. I only have 7, so... This is why JESKAI is good. Don't let anyone tell you different. Now I get Narset, and we probably win. Okay, maybe I don't win, but like, it's pretty damn close. Like, that was really good. And that's why JESKAI is good, because of combo. And all the morons on Reddit are crying because, oh my god, blue decks are good for once. What they neglect to mention is that it's mostly Is It Phoenix kicking the shit out of everyone. Because, surprise, surprise, Arclight Phoenix is a busted fucking magic card on its own. And then when you give it Faithless Looting and Brainstorm, what the fuck did you expect was going to happen? I don't understand WotC at all. And I don't believe this deck needs Brainstorm to function. I'm going to put back both lands. I want to have the Wrath in case he builds his board up again. But yeah, like, you don't need Brainstorm to make this deck function. Expressive Iteration is totally fine. Honestly, I personally believe Brainstorm is kind of a liability. Sometimes. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. Sometimes it's great, other times it feels very bad. I think in a format with this Narset being so popular, it's totally fine. The real problem is just Arclight Phoenix being an insane card with cantrips. Alright, we got more life in the graveyard. We got a fat caster mage over here. That's kind of annoying. But I can go Wrath into Gear Hulk, which is likely what I'll do. Get another land drop, why the hell not? Wrath, hold up for Gear Hulk. End the turn, untap, here, yada yada. 4, 7, 8 mana. It's elementary at this point. I don't like Rankle. But he can't hit me with the Faceless. So I'm gonna just kill Rankle when he goes to combat, because Rankle brings his combat damage to a player. So he has to hit me with it first. So that's fine. This way I can protect the Gear Hulk from removal spell. I'm gonna get hit Lightning Helix. Kill this little bastard. Probably win the game next turn. Probably win the game right now, actually. I just hard cast this and like destroy, kill, everything, win. Lots of winning. All of the winning. The best winning. That's fine. I don't care, bro. I don't fucking care. Yeah. I can't believe we're still playing this out, but okay. At some point, I will probably get around to playing the JESKAI turns deck, just because it seems to be really strong. So, be prepared for that. That'll be fun and entertaining. Honestly, I'm just gonna take that. Now we win. Where did that other one go? There it is. This deck's fucking insane, dude. Excuse me. Victory. Bam. How relevant was Brainstorm there? Not really. The main card actually was Lightning Helix being a fucking boss. And then this. And this. I don't think Brainstorm ban really hurts control decks at all. What Brainstorm hurts is Phoenix a fair amount. And possibly the turns deck. So, but people on r/historic are also bitching about memory lapse. Because we finally got a decent counterspell. Finally. And, of course, the fucking shitbags over on there are bitching and whining about it. But yeah, I don't think Brainstorm ban hurts this deck. You just play Expressive Iteration. Do I want the other Wrath of God? I don't want this, that's for sure. I'll cut it to Fairy. Just bring in the Wraths. I want the other Scorching Dragonfires. Veto's probably not great. Opus is nice, and it can be cycled, so I'll go ahead and leave that in there. Well, I'm gonna cut one Opus. I would, like, I can't bring in Shark Typhoon. They have too much cheap removal, so I'm just gonna leave that in the sideboard. I really don't like Shark Typhoon. I don't think you need it for this deck. These versions of Jeskai are usually pretty good against other control decks because they just go over the top of what they're doing. So, wow. Alright, what the hell? Let's give the opponent a free win. Merry Christmas, asshole. Early. Yeah. Tap. Yeah, well, I lost, so that's cool. Do I want to Brainstorm to try to hit a fetch land? Actually, it's not horrible. If I can hit a white land, that helps out a lot. Alright, cool. Now I get to play Narset, get one of the fairies off of the top, and then have Wrath dialed in for turn 4. And I'm not like super far behind. Plus I have a ton of cheap removal. Opponent's likely going to kill Narset next turn too, so that buys me some life. Most likely. I could Prismari something, but honestly I'm not that worried about it. The main card in this matchup is Lightning Helix. Personally, I would like to see the ultra efficient cantrips taken out, and you put in stronger interaction. That would be the way I prefer to play control decks. Yeah, because honestly, the crazy cantrips are nice and all, but I don't know. It tilts people a lot, and I personally like playing powerful spells. Yeah. Like, Legacy's fun. I've played Legacy. I've played Brainstorms, Ponders, Portents, Impulses, all that shit. But, I'd really just load my deck up with powerful counterspells like Counterspell, Force of Will, Swords to Plowshares, and then just play the 1-for-1 game with, like, a Teferi at the top end, you know? Shit like that. That's the kind of Magic that I prefer to play. Cantrips almost always end up doing more for broken decks than they do fair decks, too. So keep that in mind. That's another reason why I'm kind of against them. But, I mean, I'm going to continue to play. This is the best performing control deck because of the combo. Alright, I do have some tough decisions here. I think I gotta kill Rankle, honestly. I think Rankle needs to die first. So that's what's gonna happen. Because Rankle, like, this hits harder, but that's all it does. Rankle does stuff that I don't really want it to do to me, so... Yeah, maybe that's incorrect. I don't believe so. Do I brainstorm? Probably. Alright. That worked out very well. I would like to see Cryptic Command in this format. Just to give the jackasses on Reddit something to cry about. That'd be good. Okay, so I'm likely gonna go Gearhulk, Lightning Helix, or actually I'm gonna Helix the land and then Prismari one of these. Is what I believe I'm gonna do. Yeah, I will hit this, deal 2 damage, make a treasure token, hit that one. I'd be really impressed if my opponent could kill me right now. Yep. Nice. I'm gonna play this one. Alright, now we just go Magma Opus Hardcast. I could also play Gearhulk, Bolt, but I mean I don't really want to do that. So good. And from what I can tell, most people have moved away from the combo. I don't get it. Unless your opponent has a lot of hard graveyard hate, it's really good. And even with the graveyard hate, it almost doesn't matter. Because you're still a decent control deck. So, like against other control decks, you side out a fair chunk of the combo, like against blue-white, because you're expecting your opponent to have graveyard hate. I do that main phase so I get my mana back in full, basically. Yeah, so it's all good. Yeah, this deck is probably the best control deck in the format. Yeah, I'm just gonna Gearhulk. complete domination. I mean, granted, mono black is usually a decent matchup for control, but this deck just completely dunks all over it. Esper control is good, but Esper control is not as swingy. Esper control is that grindy 1-for-1 value machine, and this deck just blows all that out of the water. Not doing that. Cast 20 blue or green spells. Okay. Oh. I wish they would come up with more interesting quests to get money. Quest is what they're called in Hearthstone. I don't know what this game calls them. I don't pay that much attention. And I've meant to play Hearthstone for the channel because I think it would get more people to watch, which would be cool. And I found Hearthstone to be pretty fun. I don't know what it's like now, admittedly. I heard the main set rotated completely out, so I have no idea. So what I would have to do is make a new account and get one of those new player decks, which I've heard are pretty damn good. So I'll get around to that probably tomorrow, because I do have interest in the game. Wow, mono black again. Is this like a good deck against Phoenix and Jeskai turns, or what? I'm not that worried about Gutter Bones. I'll take this hit. I have 2 memory lapse in hand. Yeah, actually, I want to kill that. I want to exile that. Now I'll just spend the rest of the game putting cards back on top of his library. That can hit me for 2. I don't care. It's not a problem. I have double brainstorm. We're good. No. I'm not gonna use it. Well, I am gonna use it now. Okay, not bad. Put that on top. Wait, hold on. Let me sequence this correctly. Yeah, no, that's actually fine. Yeah. I don't even care. Because, actually I do care. I'm going to play the mountain. We're going to take 2, cycle this, counter this, and then Nivig's Mastery and win the game. Seems pretty fucking legit, right? Oh, fuck you. You're fucking thwarting my plans, man. You're thwarting my goddamn plans. Put that on top. It deprives him a draw, and I don't honestly care about this. I kill this. It's totally fine. Victory! Nuke that sumbitch. Yeah, boy. See, this guy, he understands the first Magma Opus is lights the fuck out. He gets it. The other guy, he was not convinced. Yeah, I cut an Opus last time. And I do believe I cut down to 2 Teferi. Yep. Seems about right. This is another reason why blue-white control is just not good in this format. It's because Fairy's the best card in blue-white control, and he's not that good in the format, to be completely honest. He's much better in Jeskai because you just have Lightning Helix, Scorching Dragonfire, Memory Lapse, Brainstorm, Dovin's Veto. Blue-white doesn't have any good instant speed removal, so... And the only counter spell is Memory Lapse. Memory Lapse is a hell of a lot more powerful in a deck like this, though, than it is in blue-white. In blue-white, Memory Lapse is annoying, but it's pretty damn fair. In this deck, Memory Lapse is a stalling tool that also buys you just enough time to go off with your combo. Now, I'm obviously not going off with my combo, because my opponent is semi-intelligent. I kind of want to hit land, so let's go ahead and brainstorm. Perfect. That can go back, and I doubt that I will really seriously need veto. I am going to actually draw this, cycle it, so I can ramp towards the fairy. Yeah, but I don't need veto at all. So you see, I cut to 3 here. What I may end up doing, if he wins this, is take these out and go back up onto fairies. Because, like, Gear Hulk is still a fucking house against them. Okay, so my plan was delayed a bit. Not much. I don't have the Wombo combo. I probably should play some number of rip-aparts in the sideboard for enchantments, and I think that would go a long way in helping out. Alright, I don't need this anymore. I don't really need that. I'm gonna fetch that out, though. Actually, I'm gonna get the... It doesn't matter, I have the other one in hand. It literally doesn't matter. Alright, that does nothing. Fucking motorcycles annoy the hell out of me. It's a fairy. Draw some stuff. Nice. Boy. What are the odds that I hit all my basics? Jesus. Alright. So worst case scenario, he knocks the fairy to 2, plays his dumb demon, and then I board wipe shit. I'm still gonna board wipe shit. Am I now, though? That's a good question. Now I'm gonna play Narset. Narset can get spot removal, which keeps stuff alive. Perfect. I will play this tapped because Teferi lets me hold up Memory Lapse and Lightning Helix. Yeah, Teferi's pretty good, but in blue-white, he's not great because you don't have a strong interaction. Almost didn't do that. Alright, now I get to protect one of them. I want to see if he spends mana to pump this. No, he was thinking about it. Alright, he'll hit this. Now he has to spend mana if he wants to kill my Teferi. But if I had just hit this with the Helix, he would have done that in response, and I wouldn't have killed anything and just been very sad. So, that's fine. If I want to, I can play Teferi to actually tuck Leyline, which seems fun. View the browser. I have 23 life. I'm gonna go with the Scorching here. Do I want to do that? Play Teferi. I'm gonna just play with Teferi. You almost can't go wrong slamming a Teferi when you have 2 mana removal spells in your hand. Like, oh yeah, see, you can't go wrong. You just can't fucking go wrong. Victory again. All right, yeah, it's like super easy. Do I want rip-aparts in the sideboard or braids? Because this list is kind of old, and I do believe I want some hate in the yard, or I mean the sideboard for the things. I'm actually going to cut the Shark Typhoons. There's not that much control, to be completely honest with you. First, we're going to split the Wraths, just because I crafted the Day of Judgment. Day of Death. Where'd it go? We're going to do that in the side, cut that, do that. There we go. I'm going to go with Rip Apart. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. The flexibility is why I'm going to play this over a Braid. I think I'm going to play 3 because I want to test it out in some matchups. I think. It's probably wrong to play 3, but whatever. Darker, that's white or blue. I guess this hits Stormwing Entity, which is why it's in there. That might want more graveyard hate. But, I mean, Scorching Dragonfire is pretty good against Phoenix. Yeah. I think maybe you cut it to Fairy for a... Well, no, Narset can't hit Gearhulk. Gearhulk's pretty important. I'm just gonna... That list has been very good for me. I'm gonna keep playing it. Just taking out the Shark Typhoons that I never side in. I don't even use them against other control decks. I just kind of go with the Magma plan. And if that doesn't work, I have 4 Teferis, so... This hand honestly does not look functional. I mean, if it's it's Lurrus of the Dream Den, so it's probably Rogues. This hand can't beat Rogues, so I'm gonna go ahead and mull. This hand doesn't really do shit either, but whatever. Going to 5 is almost a death sentence, so I'll put back the Gearhulk. I always hate having to lead on these, especially in a deck with 4 copies of Brainstorm. Yeah, Rogues. Great. Okay, so now it's looking clunky. I am gonna do that. It's very much a tempo deck. I'm behind on cards. Slow them down that extra little bit, and I'm likely not doing anything with it that's very relevant, so I'll just deny that play. I absolutely loathe this deck. I can't stand it. It's awful. I hate it. It hurts my soul. I think the only thing though it's good against is the decks that I like to play, which is why I hate it. I don't believe Rogues is good against anything. I mean, it gets bullied by all of the other aggro decks. I don't even think it's quick enough to beat Telemachus turns. It sure as hell isn't beating Phoenix. I mean, I'm pretty damn sure it's not beating Phoenix. I do want some spot removal. I might try that out. I don't know for certain. Board wipes are not that great. I'm going to cut those. That can be useful. I kind of just want to trim some of the expensive shit. That's sorcery speed. It's not really going to resolve. I'll play 1 if I can catch them with it. But yeah, bad matchup for control decks, and I don't have the patience to sit here. I mean, it's not like in standard though, because like I said, I know this deck is basically only good against the shit that I like to play, so I can kind of like tolerate it. I have better hands than this. Yeah, that's better. Putting back Gearhulk because that can make mana. Gearhulk is not useful for the next 5 turns. But this can be. Like, if I draw future Gearhulk, this can help ramp to it. Oh, fuck you. I hate this card. People who bitch about memory lapse, they have no right to complain, because most of them are Thoughtseize players. And they're all assholes. Thoughtseize is a miserable pile of shit. And I maintain that, Counterspell and Swords to Plowshares should be unbanned in the format. Make blue-white control great again. I mean, blue-white control was never great in this format, but one guy did well with it in 1 tournament, and that was it. And he's probably like the best blue-white control player of all time, as far as I'm concerned. Because I've seen Gabriel Nassif play the deck, and it's fucking bad. Blue-white, it was bad. That was back last November. Brad Barkley, or whatever his name was, won some tournament with blue-white control. Yeah. He's like the only one who did anything with it, so. Blue-white control's never been good in the format. So unban Counterspell and Swords Plowshares make blue-white awesome. And go ahead and put Supreme Verdict in the format too. And Detention Sphere, I want that too. Blue-white could use all the help they can get. I don't want to see Jace though, because to me Jace is like a modern and then legacy staple kind of card. So for that reason, I don't really want to see Jace in the format. Dealing 2 damage to him's not great. I don't want to actually discard any of these cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and hold on to that until he plays something that I can kill. I don't desperately need the token right now. All my stuff is pretty cheap aside from Gear Hulk. Do I counter Brainstorm? I think so. This is a main phase Brainstorm. He hasn't done anything. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and counter that. If I need to, I have another memory line. Okay, yeah, he didn't do anything. I didn't think he was gonna do anything. I'm still not that worried about mana because all my stuff is cheap. I will try to jam this on his turn, so if he has a Drown on the lock, he has to commit to it. I do wish I had Rest in Peace in my sideboard because it's so good against them. It shuts off Drown on the lock, Into the Story, Luris. It just makes their life really, really difficult, which I like. I've had rogue opponents scoop to blue-white control when I drop a Rest in Peace. Negate. Not really doing anything with this memory lapse at the moment. My opponent's not playing anything, so his hand is not good. If he wants to use a counter spell to hit that, then go ahead. All I'm doing is drawing 3 cards, so. Now, if I were my opponent, I would have hit the memory lapse, so I didn't have to redraw this. Yeah. Because, like, this is not that big of a deal. 1-for-1s in this position, when you don't have anything in your hand, and that's what you've got, your 1-for-1 is not very great. Yeah. This makes sense, I guess, if he had another counterspell in hand. Into the Story. Cool. That worked out a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to. Yeah, this... If you weren't going to use that, you definitely shouldn't have kept it. Yeah, my opponent, in my opinion, misplayed. I'll cycle this, make a token, get closer to Gear Hulk. Cycle, and then top of land is a Gear Hulk into an Opus. Which is pretty good. Yeah, he has to negate. But now he has to have double counterspell here. So do I just jam the Gear Hulk? Because he's gonna draw a card. He can negate. So if he doesn't have Drown on the lock, I just get a 5/6, which seems fine. I'm gonna do it. I just need to like establish something. If he has a Drown on the lock, though, that sucks. So it is what it is. Mystical. Alright, so wouldn't have worked either way. He would have had it that turn. That's fine. He had double outs there. I don't like this card at all. I think this card should not exist. You know, 26 lands? 26 lands? I've drawn... No, I didn't even draw that. I've been milled a couple of cards as well. I've drawn 4 lands. Yep. That's a thing. That is a thing. That happened. In my 26 land deck. It's a fucking thing that happened. I mean, I guess if this deck drew like it would in paper, if you set it up, it would probably actually be broken. Because you would not have these fucking lopsided draws. Wizards of the Coast, whoever's in charge of this platform, this client, they definitely manipulate it. So you draw weird as hell draws, like all the time. They absolutely do. You play it enough, you can't fucking deny it. Like, look at how fucking awful I've drawn. Like, this is absolutely insane that I've drawn this poorly. 20 cards in. At least I can make tokens now. Oh yeah, there's no way in hell that Rogues beats Phoenix or Velumachus or any of this shit. Like, Rogues only exist to, like, beat control decks. And honestly, depending on the draw, it doesn't even do a good job of that. I don't know why people play this deck. I mean, I guess it's just a deck that people actually like playing. I don't know why they like playing it. To me, it's worse blue-black control on the whole. See, now look at this. Now I'm getting good cards, milk fucker. Goddamn you. Okay, you know what? I'm honestly, I hate this deck. I'm just kind of done with that. Like, that was my mandatory loss for the night. Hopefully, my mandatory loss for the night. Now I'll win the next 2. That'd be great. So there's the mandatory match loss. Hopefully we win the next 2. The matches have been fairly quick. So if I win this one, I might stop. I might go 3-1. But I might play the 5th one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The mana's good. Fuck it. Like, I just came off a match where I get mana screwed. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I think I'm on the draw. No, I'm on the play. Alright, so that's fine. Any hand with a Triome and like a Helix or something, I will try to keep. And this, like, it's not great, but this deck is so damn swingy. I think it's okay to keep this hand. Like, this deck has so much mid to late game explosive power for a control deck. I think this hand is alright. Shit. I hate Thalia. I'm gonna kill Thalia now so they can't protect her with a Selfless Savior or something. This should be a good matchup. Usually, when I play against these white creature decks with my control decks, I completely dumpster them. That's potentially problematic. Non-basic lands come into play tapped. I mean, it was going to enter tapped anyway. So yeah, usually this is a good matchup. My hand didn't obviously not line up well, but it depends on what else they have to throw at me. Knight of Autumn is fine. I don't hate these decks, unlike some decks in the format. I don't hate these ones. They're all right. Yeah. My plan here is to use the Brainstorm next turn. I will tuck this with Commit, unless they have Spellbinder or something. I'm gonna just take the hit. Like, they don't have Burn, usually. I mean, he's got red, so he might have Burn. Last time I played against one of these decks, it was just white and green. So I'm not entirely certain of what to expect. Tuck the Archon. And we get a Brainstorm. Can I please stop drawing expensive shit? Please? 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 Do I want to hold Gearhulk and Bolt the Knight? Or do I want to play Teferi and pray that he lives? You know what? I'm gonna play Teferi. There's 4 in the deck. I don't have any like interactive spells up or anything. I'm just gonna play Teferi. Teferi most likely buys 4 life and draws me a card, untaps 2 lands. I have a fair amount of 2 mana interaction, so yeah. And I get to play my Fable Passage. I think I get to play my Fable Passage. Yeah, because I had 5 and then I did the thing, so I can still brainstorm here. I have a good brainstorm potentially, most likely a good brainstorm. Untap the red in case I hit one of my removal spells. That way I can't fuck it up. If I leave up 1 red mana, right, and then I accidentally click it because my mouse is kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Just foolproof it. Just foolproof it. Well, that sucks. I have a lot of mana. Put these fucking lands back, you bitch. Alright. Yes. So nice to hit my 2 mana counter spell here. Yeah, get that. Goodbye, you big dumb animal. I really hate this card. I swear to God, every time I look at this card, he has new abilities. And I know that's a meme that people have been using for the past 2 years, but it's sure as hell is true. Every time that card, because you don't see it that often. So when you see it, you're like, oh fuck, it does that too. Like that's like how I always how it always goes for me. It's nuts. The card's insane. Gear Hulk. Kill this with the Helix. Trade with this. Oh, he's not playing that. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna Helix. Bam, bitch. Block. I doubt he can deal 5 damage. I wonder what the red, like, what's the red for? Lightning Helix? Yeah, I don't know. Lightning Helix is a really good card. I'm not dissing Lightning Helix, but... Alright, we won, by the way. Yeah. Right, opponent, yeah, he got the message. Yes. Possibly. I'm not gonna need that. Alright, cutting this, cutting a Teferi, cutting a Magma, cutting a Mythics, cutting a Veto. He's probably not even playing Coco because he has Questing Beast. It's more of a mid-range Naya deck, which is cool. Graveyard Hate, he's probably got cutting a Gear Hulk, cut another Opus, Mythic's Mastery. I will leave in 1 copy because it can be Wrath number 5, or it can hit a removal spell if I need to. Whereas these are expensive and take longer, this can actually kind of get through Graveyard Hate potentially. I'll just leave 1 copy in. Like, why not? It's like an extra copy of my removal spells for 4 mana. If my opponent doesn't have Rest in Peace, so. Versus a 6-drop that's not that great when Rest in Peace is in play. And you don't need that many copies of Teferi because you have a lot of removal. So you just kill all their stuff and then you play a Teferi and take over with that Teferi. And it's pretty simple stuff. Beautiful. All my lands, perfect colors, early interaction, and then a board wipe. Perfect. I really want Supreme Verdict. Make it happen, Watsy. You can take Brainstorm. Just give me Counterspell, Swords of Plowshare, Supreme Verdict, and Attention Sphere. So I can just play beautiful blue-white control. At least Path to Exile. I would take either. On the other hand, if you got Path, you could just play Jeskai Control with Path and Lightning Helix and Memory Lapse and Counterspell. Oh, fuck. I wouldn't mind seeing Memory Lapse get put in the ban slot and Counterspell come in the main, because I honestly think this card is way more annoying than, well, I don't think Counterspell's annoying. Memory Lapse is fucking annoying. And you see, I only play Counterspell decks. This card is so frustrating to play against. I get annoyed when my opponents Memory Lapse me. I will actively play around this card as best I can. I will not play around other Counterspells usually, unless it's really strategic for me to do so. This card is just so infuriating. So I would actually be okay swapping these. And it's not as splashable. The Counterspell is not as splashable as Memory Lapse. And so Counterspell is mostly then played in control decks, and probably 2 color control decks. Although Jeskai can still pretty easily pull it off. Well, that's a fucking tilt, son. That is a tilt. Because now, like, all my non-basics come into play tap. Oh no, it's only Snowlands. Awesome. The question is, which asshole do I kill first? Honestly, I'm gonna kill Thalia. Thalia is still more annoying. Just always kill Thalia. Yeah, like, I would have killed Archon over Thalia. Archon's the only creature more annoying than Thalia. And that's just based on my hand because of the lands that I have. Oh, well, why? Land is like, oh my god. Oh my fucking god, dude. The worst fucking mechanic ever devised by these ass clowns at Wizards of the Coast is land destruction. It's complete fucking bullshit. It shouldn't goddamn exist. And every time I encounter it, I get insanely pissed off. So, die, asshole. Fuck off. If he has another one, I might just quit. Oh, now I know what the fucking red's for. Spellbinder is a prick. Day of Judgment, mostly. Well, I can see taking Teferi, honestly, because I have this to answer this and a counter spell. This is not that okay, well, opponent thought it was impactful enough to do that, so whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get my 2. Do I want my 2 for 1? Do I want the... Nah, because I have... This is good. He knows about this. He knows about this. He doesn't know about this. I just don't feel that I need to play this right now. Like, I'm just gonna kill this right now. Hold up the Memory Lapse, and then I have a Wrath of God if he can sneak something in under the Memory Lapse. All I'm taking is 2 damage. Like, I don't fucking care. I don't have any green threats to worry about, because my opponent doesn't have any. Thalia can go back to the top. I'm targeting the fucking spell. God damn. And it's very beautiful. Yeah, I think that worked out pretty well. Because if I had Wrath, I would have killed both of these, but I wouldn't have been able to do anything after Thalia. Fry. Yeah, fuck that card. If you can't tell, I hate anything that specifically says fuck control. Because control is woefully underpowered most of the time. And the only reason this is good is because of some dumb combo that was totally an oversight on their part. There's my land. Play the land. I can hold that a minute. And then kill Thalia at instant speed. I think that's fine. I'll wait till the end of the turn. Well, no, actually, I want them to play another one. I have the mana to cast Wrath of God. Through the tax. So if they play another one, I don't really care. Oh, some green mana, huh? Interesting. Another Teferi. I will play that. Thank you very much. He's probably got another Pride because of my fucking luck. No way in hell I'm tucking this because I don't want to get another land blown up. Lightning heals, that's acceptable. Unless you have another one, then I'm gonna be pissed. Fuck. Eat shit, you bitch. Fuck you, asshole. Land's fine. I really hate motorcycles. I swear to God, they all just start going through when I start recording. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill it eventually. I know I probably could have made a token, but that, whatever. I don't want him to play another Spellbinder and then have another 6-mana Wrath just sitting in exile. Although it's not as impactful now. But they wasted all their mana and they got denied a draw, so now I get to play another Teferi. Kill this one, motherfucker. Go ahead, try. Try. Fucking try. I dare you. If he actually killed it, I would have been a little annoyed. Do I brainstorm now? Probably. Perfect. What's in my graveyard? I will put land and Mythics on top. Just like that. Untap. He's gonna get to kill a thing, a land. He's probably gonna blow this up because I have all my colors. My colors are fine, so you're gonna take out the land that does something. And I'm just gonna helix it. Yeah, whatever. I don't care if land destruction isn't good, it's still annoying. Really? You're gonna do that. You know, people bitch so much about these decks, but if they didn't play so poorly, they probably wouldn't lose as much. Like, that wasn't doing, you weren't hurting my colors like earlier. So you take out the castle, because it's a win condition. You know what I mean? Like, people bitch about blue decks, and it's because they suck at the game, and the people that tend to play those decks do so because the better you are at the game, the better you're going to perform with those decks. And people just play badly. And then they bitch and whine. And then WotC inevitably caters to them. Blex. Vexing Pest. Okay. Other pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders. Aren't bats, insects, snakes, and spiders considered pests? So what the fuck is a pest specifically? Pest is just like an adjective to describe this shit. Anyway, get 1/1. When Blex dies, you gain some life. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any number of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card you put in your hand. This way. Jesus Christ, that's harsh. I mean, I guess it's a 4-mana draw fight. It's like Fact or Fiction in black, except it beats the hell out of you. Okay, I think that's probably not playable. Alright, I keep getting these, and that's good, because I want to play black-white humans, or Esper humans in Standard at some point. So that's cool. Human Warlock. Whenever another creature you control with flying dies, roll one counter target creature you control. Okay, well. Do I want to spend my valuable gold? Yes. No, not yet. Alright, I'm 3-1. The video is about an hour. It's not quite yet an hour. I think I want to end on a win for my first video back in a week. So I'm gonna leave it there. 3-1, only losing to rogues, and I think that is mostly due to the fact that I hate playing against it, and I just kind of automatically concede in my head before the match really starts when it's rogues, when I see that it's rogues. I just don't like it. So I think it's winnable though. But yeah, beat black aggro twice, completely demolishing them through graveyard hate, which shows that graveyard hate is not very effective against this deck. And then just fucking demolished them twice, and then lost to rogues, and then beat Naya midrange. So yeah, that is the video. And at some point, I'm going to do Hearthstone content as well. And I will play Control over on Hearthstone. Because when I played Hearthstone before, I played Control decks. I played Jade Druids, which wasn't a control deck, but I played it like a control deck. My build was a little bit different. And then I played Control Warrior. I played the normal Control Warrior. And then I played the Taunt Warrior when that expansion came out that introduced the quests back in 2017. I played that. And then I played. There was a different warrior build that I played. And then I played Control Priest, which I wasn't ever any good with. And then Control Warlock in 2018, 2019. And that was like I messed around playing some Paladin a couple of months ago, but I only played a couple of games. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow's video. Have a good one.